fact, we have Mr. Sanjay Pandey himself joining us on the broadcast. Thank you for joining us, Mr. Sanjay Pandey. You've expressed shock. You also spoke to him recently. Tell us the conversation that you had had.
Yeah, it is very shocking to hear this, and I've known him from long time when I was DCP in 90s. I mean, he was an upcoming politician at that time. Always very courteous, very friendly. And this comes as a shock in the morning when I see this. Well, how can this happen right when he had so much of security? That's very sad. And he did speak about me to fellow congressmen that Mr. Pandey would be a right candidate from Warsaw. That's what I was told by people in Congress. I mean, I was deeply, I felt very, very good about what he had to say about me. Always a very nice person. I'm very shocked. I mean, I hope his family can cope up with this, particularly Ishan, who is fighting elections recently.
Yes, we can understand your shock over the same. In fact, a lot of questions are also being raised over the fact that Baba Siddique himself had also spoken about receiving a threat to his life just about 15 days ago, after which his security had been increased. And despite that, he was shot at.
That's very unfortunate. I mean, I'm sure there'll be investigations as to how this has happened. But for every citizen in Bombay, and when people who have security can get shot, this is a very sad day, and I think some amends will be made for sure.
So you were also close to him. You're somebody he knew well. Would you say that there are fears that there was a slip-up in the security as well? These were the Dussehra celebrations. He had spoken about a threat very recently. And we are told that the police officials have information that a recce had been conducted over the last 25 to 30 days.
Well, I'm not privy to that information, but the fact that in spite of the security, he was shot dead is certainly a slip-up. I mean, there's certainly a slip-up, and he probably should have been protected. That's what I can say as a citizen. And I think as any normal person, if you have security and you get shot, obviously it is a slip-up. There's no question about it.
Okay, all right. Mr. Sanjay Pandey, thank you for joining us on the broadcast. So the former Mumbai police commissioner expressing shock over the incident, and this is what he has tweeted: deeply shocked and saddened to hear the tragic incident involving the death of Baba Siddique. Remember, the entire state is shocked. Several questions being raised over the law and order security in the state. My colleague Nilesh is joining us on the broadcast. Nilesh, we were speaking about the death threat that Baba Siddique had received recently, and also the fact that the police officials are looking at a recce being conducted 25 to 30 days prior, which means that the killers, the shooters, had been visiting the spot, had been carrying out the recce. So this is an intel failure as well.
Well, absolutely, and this is what the opposition is targeting the state government over, because Baba Siddique, happening to be a senior leader, had a high-end security. However, in between this security, a major lapse was seen, wherein not just one or two, but around 5 to 6 rounds were fired, and dangerously injuring Baba Siddique, wherein what we are learning as of now, around 2 bullets hit him in the chest and 1 hit him in the stomach, which resulted in the profuse bleeding, which led to his death at the hospital. But yes, various questions are being raised into this law and order situation in the state. What we are learning through our sources is that these 3 individuals have been staying into Mumbai for past 1 month, have been doing recce of various locations which Baba Siddique was used to visit at multiple occasions, which involves not only just his residence but his office as well as his son's, that is Ishan Siddique's office as well. What we are learning that they have been staying in Mumbai for past 1 month, and nearby area, that is Mumbai's Kurla area is where they have been staying. And at the moment we are standing just behind the crime branch where the accused have been put up. They have been arrested here. Officials, senior officials from Mumbai police have interrogated them, and what we are learning that since multiple states are involved into it, that is the accused from Haryana and UP are involved into it. Hence, crime branch will be soon forming a team which will be visiting the outer states of India, wherein we are learning that it is not just 2 or 3 individuals, but other individuals who are involved around.
Nilesh, my sincere apologies for interrupting. We have Mr. Ashok Pandey joining us on the broadcast. Thank you for joining us, Mr. Ashok Pandey. You're somebody who has been in Mumbai. You've seen the fears of underworld that were real several years back. This has raised several questions. Tell us, the shock that the entire state feels over the death of Baba Siddique.
Yeah, you're right. It's really a matter of concern. There's no two opinions upon that. Baba Siddique was a dear friend. He was a successful politician who had a fantastic rapport with his people in his constituency. A person who was always accessible to people around him, especially his friends. This tragedy, the way he has been assassinated and killed, is a shock to our industry also, because he was very close to our film and television industry. All the bigwigs, technicians were known to him. He had a fantastic relation with our people from the entertainment industry. There is no two opinions on that. What is a matter of concern is that a person who, you also are repeatedly saying that, who had Y security, who was in his car, outside his office, where he had people around him. The confidence with which the assassins came and killed him is what is a matter of concern to every common man of this city. We have the fear is that people like us who are in public life as social activists, we work for people, we work for city, we work for common people, though we are not a part of any political party, and we don't have securities around us. There are a lot of people who work on different issues in this city of ours. It's a demoralizing situation for all of them. When a person who is a well-known person, a person who has his own power around him, who has so much of confidence around him, who's a successful person, if a person like him is assassinated like this, shows some lacuna as far as security is concerned. There is no. See, we have huge assassinations in our country. Examples of huge assassinations in our country, where the Prime Minister has been, two Prime Ministers have been killed. But that's not a reason of not catching up to the security. Especially Mumbai, once upon a time was under a security threat from the underworld, from the Gundaism, which was literally fought by Gopinath Munde when he was a Home Minister of the state, and who successfully had demolished the underworld gangs in this city. So he belonged to BJP. So let's not politicize the entire situation. It's a matter of concern. There's no two opinions on that. It's a matter of shock that we have lost a good human being, a nice person, in this city. The security in the government, I would like to, as a citizen of Mumbai, as a Mumbaikar, I would like to appeal to our Honorable CM Eknath Shinde-ji, our Deputy CM Devendra Fadnavis-ji, and Ajit Pawar Saab, that there has to be serious concern, there has to be serious thought, and I am sure they will do it. That this is an example which has to bring in a lot of changes in the security pattern of our city, of our state, because nobody can deny the fact that the security system didn't work as far as assassination of Baba Siddique is concerned.
Yes, absolutely. It does raise several questions on the intel to the police officials as well as the security detail. Mr. Ashok Pandey, thank you for joining us on the broadcast. On that note, we're slipping into a very short break here. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back with some more inputs on the investigations in the case.